So what is a maglev train and how does it work? I'm Ben, this is Physics or Bust. Propelling a train through electromagnetism is a real thing. We have trains that called maglev trains that propel themselves only using electromagnets. To start with, a maglev train has a completely different track than a regular train. If we look at a cross-section of a track and train, what you see is a T-shaped track where at the ends of the T you have electromagnets, and you also have the train wrapping around it, and you have electromagnets underneath the T that, when activated, actually lift the train off the track so that it doesn't have to deal with any friction with its motion. The only friction that's going to be involved in this is the air resistance as it moves through the air, but it's actually levitating above the T-track. So those magnets underneath the T are for lifting it up. There's also electromagnets along the center of the train itself, above the center of the T. And there's also electromagnets on the top of that T, lined up with those motor electromagnets. So those motor electromagnets, or motor coils as they're sometimes called, are lined up with the rails, reaction rails, and they're able to change their electromagnetic orientation so that they're always attracting to the coil ahead of it and repelling from the coil behind it. That way you're getting a forward push to accelerate the train forward. They tend to have very straight tracks, so there's not much turning, and these trains can go over 300 miles an hour. Part of the reason they're able to go so fast is because they don't have friction with that T track. The only friction that they have to deal with is air resistance. One reason we haven't seen more of these trains pop up than we already have is because the infrastructure for it takes a lot of time and energy to put in. And although we already have all the tracks for regular trains, every new route for a maglev train requires the building of a new track. But maglev trains have proven to be a very efficient way of moving people from one city to another because they have such a fast travel speed because they don't have to deal with friction. And as they're built so that they go over roadways and that they don't have the issue of blocking roadways or having that traffic an obstacle to get around. You gotta love the different uses we've had for the electromagnetic force, and the more we understand about it, the more different ways we'll be able to use it. Hope you had fun with that. I know I did. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, keep asking questions. I'll see you on the next video.